We're here in East Los Angeles today to tell the story of Andrea, a JRD community member, and how she lost 100 pounds jumping rope.
Like, if you see you can change yourself, it's like you can do anything. Like, if I lost 100 pounds, I can do anything. Like, if I thought, like, if I made the impossible possible, I can do anything.
All right, Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
So you're in college, you're 19, you're young.
Yes.
How and why did you get into jump rope?
Hey, it started somewhat before I entered college, the summer before. And I was just on YouTube because I was a couch potato. I was just sitting down like always. I was just going through YouTube, somehow ran into one of your videos, you know. And then that's when I was like, well, I should give this a shot. During that time, they had told me that I was borderline pre-diabetes. So then I was like, well, they told me I have to get active. And I had tried basketball, I had tried running. I had ran a marathon before then, but it still didn't like running. I tried baseball or softball. I didn't like it, but I was like, okay, give this a shot. I picked up a rope, and ever since then, I liked it. So,
were you an active kid growing up? Like, did you do a lot of?
I was active, but there wasn't intensity. There was just like moderate activity.
I wanted to talk about. You were talking earlier about how like
Yeah.
you just thought when you were growing up that you were just predisposed to be overweight. Like you talked about just thinking, oh, I'm kind of chunky. Like, could you like talk about that experience growing up and what that was like?
Mm-hmm.
Like what was your mentality of yourself growing up?
Yeah, I was always the big one. Well, first of all, I'm tall. I'm pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pretty tall person. I've always been tall, and on top of that, I was big. So I was like, I'm just a big bone. This is just how I am. I kind of just took it and accepted it. So I never tried to make a change. I thought it was just me. And so I always stuck out as the big girl, you know, or it would be like, growing up in school, there's different people with your same name, right? Like, Jaya, they'll be like, oh, the big one, or, you know, like, so that's how I thought people would differentiate me. So that's how I stood out. But so to me, it was just like, oh, it's a thing. And they even nicknamed me like in my family, but with kindness, right? Like, it's Spanish, it's called gordita, which is like the chunky one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was like, I just started like, oh, it's a gordita, like, you know, it's who I am.
Yeah.
So I never have seen in my future being lean. Like, that's just something new to me. Like, yeah.
So I'm curious, you know, in the US
Mm-hmm.
especially, and I mean the world right now, like everything is like Instagram, fitness models, like there's this like certain body type that people think they have to have.
Yes.
So what was that like for you growing up? Were you just like, you know what, I feel accepted by my family? Or was there a part of you deep down that wanted to change? Or was like, could I be healthier? Like, what was that like for you growing up?
Well, I would see that, but I never really, like how I said, I never imagined, I thought it was impossible. That's how I thought. It was impossible. Like, and it's because I would see these stories online, like, I lost this much weight. And I was like, but I tried and it's impossible. Like, to me, I'd see these stories and it's like, that can never be me. And it sounds cliche because everybody says that. It can never be me. And like, I can't believe that I'm here and lean. Like, it's because never, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I could have never imagined. Because imagine growing up since you were little, just being big. I've been big. So going from like a size 2X to a size extra small, that's what I've never been in.
Yeah.
Like, it's surreal to me in a way.
So I'm curious because it seems like you kind of did this without, like you weren't like, I want to lose 100 pounds.
No,
like,
that's why it had never. It was just like, I just want an activity to like get away from the pre-diabetes. Like, that was my fear, the health part, pre-diabetes, and it just happened. Like,
what was the? I mean, like, did you hit like when were you like 40 pounds down and you were like, all right, like I want to go?
That's when
like,
I made it a journey.
What was the weight? Like, was there a specific weight that you were like, now I want to do this?
220 would have been.
Oh, that was okay.
That
so
was when it was like
20 pounds down.
When it was like 20 pounds down. As I always say, like maybe the hardest are the 21st pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But once you see the scale go down, you're just like, okay, I can do this. And then, but then when I hit 211, I was like, Mom, I'm really losing weight. Like, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, is this really working out? And then that's when I was like, okay, Mom, I think I can lose more. And then I had set myself, I would set small goals. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to try to hit 190, then 180. And then I had a goal of 180, and then I hit 175. I was just like, this is insane. I just kept going down. And then I remember I had a goal before college to hit 170. Yeah, my goal was 175, but I ended up at 160.
Physically, what did you feel like? Like, did you feel stronger? Like, what like when you started to lose all this weight, like how did you feel waking up every day?
Like I can I can conquer the world. Like, nice. I don't know. It would always be like, okay, you're waking up, I'm on the go. Before it would be like, I don't know. I was just a couch potato. But ever since I started losing weight, yeah, it would be like, I want to be on the go. I want to go out. I always wanted to do the thing, but I wanted to be active. Like, I don't like just laying around. I like staying on the go.
Yeah.
And being active. So that drastically changed my life.
So now that you've lost like the 100 pounds, like what is your day to day? Like, what are you doing to maintain that? Like, what's the, like from an eating standpoint, from exercise, like what's the day to day?
I get up, I rush to the restroom, change. I go out. I just started doing weights, so that I like doing that sometimes, like before. Mm-hmm. I do a class. I did join a gym because I'm like, you know what? I feel confident now enough to join a gym.
Yeah.
Back then I wouldn't. I've never stepped in a gym.
Yeah.
And so I joined a gym, and that was one of my goals. Like, once I lose weight, I can join a gym. So I did, and after that, I do my 1 hour workout or so, and then I do the thing for 30. I try to do 30 minutes. If not, 25.
Yeah.
From there, I'm off to work or school.
A little bit different topic. Put yourself back in the shoes of when you were looking for a prom dress. And like that experience that you went through, and like just the disappointment that came from like having trouble fitting it and all that. If you could like be a mentor to little Andrea, you know,
you'll be there one day. Like, I've never imagined.
What advice would you give her, or what would you tell her? Because there's so many young women who want to do a healthy lifestyle, but it just seems intimidating. Mm-hmm. And what would you tell her?
Well, first of all, I would tell her, you look beautiful either way, Andrea. Yeah, you look beautiful. I would have told her that, well, the moment I couldn't find a dress, so that was stressful. It was because I was overweight. Nothing fit. But I wish I could have told myself, like, I wish I could have just started this sooner so I could have fit by then. But, you know, I think everything comes at its time. So at that moment, maybe it wasn't my time to lose weight, or it was just how it was. And that it would have, like, you're going to find it. There's going to be a way. Like, you just have to try it out. Because I had tried out everything, and especially for prom, I was like, I need to be thin. Like, because I was thinking I need to be thin. It's prom. Like, all these girls were buying nice dresses because they could fit in them, and I couldn't. And I was just, yeah. I cried at that moment, I remember, because I was so frustrated I couldn't find a dress. We tried store after store. Like, there were dresses that fit me, but they weren't, like, the nicest. They weren't the prettiest. And that was super frustrating.
Like, what would be your words of encouragement to a girl who's like, I want to lose weight for prom, but I don't think it's possible. Like, I don't think it's possible to lose 50, 75 pounds, or not just for prom, just in general.
In general?
Like, what would you say to that girl who thinks that this is just impossible?
It is impossible. Like, it is possible. Don't tell yourself, don't doubt yourself. Like, it can be done. Like you just
Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
you just think I'm like telling myself back then, like you can't, because especially if it's a girl that's been big her whole life and you think if you've been big your whole life and you think you can't, you can. Like it just, in Spanish I'm gonna say it, but tienes que tener ganas. Like you need a want.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really want it, you can. Like it's, and it doesn't take, like jump rope, it doesn't take much. It's, you need to have fun with it though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. If you're doing something that you dread, you're not gonna have fun with it. So if you think it's impossible, it's not. It really can be done. Like I would have never imagined, and even till today I'm still like, oh my god, like, I did it. Like it's crazy, but it can be done. You just, it might be hard at first because it's out of your routine, especially if you're a couch potato like I was. I didn't like doing anything, so it might be hard to get out of the couch. You'll be sore the first few days, the first month. Your body will be like, it will be aching.
Yeah.
But it's so rewarding.
So like, what motivated you on days that? Because I'm sure you have days where you're like, all right, I hit 50 pounds. That's good enough. I don't like doing this anymore. Like, what was the motivation that kept you going?
Self-affirmations. That's what I'm really big on. Every morning.
What are yours? What are like one or two of your favorites?
I always tell myself, you're not big.
Yeah.
I always tell myself, you're beautiful, because that's always that. Or I tell myself, a big one, because reading school, I'm like, you're smart. Or you're smart.
Yeah, I love that.
You're smart, you're beautiful. Like I just tell myself, like all these compliments, you know, you need to tell yourself to keep going.
Did you change your mindset and then you started doing all the physical training, or did it happen together, or after you started to have like physical transformation, you started to like do more of the affirmations? Like what order did that come in?
I think it was physical first. Yeah, physical. I was just like, I just have to get this done. But then midway, it was a combination of both, because like just this positive mindset started coming in with like if you see you can change yourself, it's like you can do anything. Like if I lost 100 pounds, I can do anything. Like if I thought, like if I made the impossible possible, I can do anything. That's what kind of started this new mindset of I can do it.
We have so many people who say, I'm a college student, or I'm a student, I have to study. Andre, what do you tell them?
No excuses. No, that's excuses. Because I'm full-time college student, now doing part-time job. Yeah. So it's an excuse. You can grab it. I actually have my ropes in my car right now because I just carry them with me the whole time. They can take them anywhere. So I sometimes would go to school, and then on my way home I'd see a park, or I'd see a hiking trail, and I'd stop by in the parking lot, get my 30-minute workout, get in, go home, shower, go on with my day.
Yeah.
So you can fit it. It fits in your schedule. Don't excuses.
Yeah.
Again.
Like I think what people have to understand, which we talk about, is like the process of doing something as dramatic as you did is actually, it's a little bit, it's fun when you're doing it, but it's a little boring for someone to watch from the outside, right? It's just like I just go and jump rope for 30 minutes every day.
Yeah, I just go jump rope. Any average Joe can do it. It's not, you don't need special equipment to lose weight. You don't. That's why I thought you had to be someone, or like have a gym. You had to have something to lose weight. But no, people might think it's like, or when I was jumping rope at the park, people actually thought I was training for something, because I guess jump rope isn't known as a training, or isn't seen as normal. You don't need to be someone, or you don't need special equipment. All you need is a rope or a wire, like we had mentioned earlier. Grab a wire. Do it anywhere. It's simple. It doesn't take much effort. I would do it in front of my lawn. That's where I started, in front of my house.
Yeah.
Because I was scared to go to the gym. So that's where it started. And so I had no equipment. I was just a rope and body weight workouts.
So do you have some final words you want to give JRD Nation in regards to jump rope, getting lean, and living more? Because you're living this lifestyle. And so what do you want to share with the community?
to keep doing the thing. Don't stop. There will be results. Consistency is key, or king. Is it? But keep doing the thing. It's not even okay. Yeah, physique, right? That's great. But like, just what it does for your health is important. Like, you just feel better. It's about. You just feel better. You just do the thing. You'll feel better. You'll feel like you conquer the day. Just get it done. It's only gonna take 30 minutes out of your day, or even less sometimes, right? If you don't have time, try to fit in 15. But just do the thing. Get it done. No excuses. And just keep doing it, and you will see results. Don't be impatient. You have to just have patience. And make it part of your routine. Make it part of a lifestyle.
Wonderful. You heard it first. Andrea.
Part of a lifestyle, yes.
All right. Andrea is a really big part of the Jaya community, so we also just want to say thank you for being a part of the movement. Thank you for continuing to inspire other people to get out and do the same thing with jump rope.
JRD Nation, thanks so much for tuning in to learn about Andrea's story. If you want to follow her, which you definitely do, she's a jump rope ninja. Check it out. We linked her up in the description below. It's Andrea Athletics. And for any of you out there who also want your story told by the jump rope dudes, email us, contact@jumpropedudes.com. Tell us your story, and we might come visit you at your house to tell your story as well. You guys, if you liked the video, like it, subscribe, and don't forget to do the thing.